Hello Internet, welcome back to our tutorial series. We're on episode 100. That is something that makes this the longest running thing on the channel. I think our previous, I didn't even see these magazines. We're definitely going to take all of these. We'll give a bunch to Lyle, fill them up and give them to him. Let's check his inventory. Not yet. Trade items. It's already becoming a little bit more intuitive now that I know what I'm doing. Looks like he has reloaded both of his... Where's your M4? Oh, it's in his hands, right? Why doesn't it show what he's wielding? So he does have the M4. So we don't know how much he has in the gun, but he does have 2 fully reloaded clips. So will he climb in with us here? He doesn't know what to do. Go ahead. Get in the... Okay, swap positions with me. There you go. And there's nothing else for us here. We're not going to mess with these landmines. We're not going to try to clear them out, obviously. You know what? Can you shoot them? We should probably test that. We should have tested that in our last episode. Let's wield the SIG, store an inventory. And if something follows us on... I mean, at this point, the bridge is so long... Nothing's going to hear us from that side anyway. I mean, they'll hear it, but they're not going to come all the way up here. So it looks like we can. Your ears ring. I don't know what the radius on this is. Doesn't look like they're shootable. That's a bummer. That would have been nice. Can you throw? I'm not going to play with this. Look, if you want to mess with landmines in your free time, go ahead and do that, but... I'm not super interested, so we'll swap positions, close. Might as well reload the SIG before we leave. And you know what? We can leave the SIG in our hands since we're going to be leaving town. I think we're going to... There was wreckage. No, the wreckage was here. So this should be drivable. It dead ends, though, so we really don't want to be up there because then we'd have to go through town every time we wanted to get somewhere. So let's just drive over here and see what this building is. And we'll see about setting up our base. And yeah, turning around is going to be problematic. Let's drive forward and swing, because if we turn our vehicle while we're backing out, we're going to hit... Yeah. Can we even turn a little bit? No. Okay. So we'll just back out. It's fine. As long as we don't need to navigate anywhere. And we'll just pivot and we'll head out this way. And we're going to find ourselves a new place to live. So this is going much smoother. Obviously, closing the doors is better. There we see a slavering biter. This was the mid-tier... Oh, that's not... Where is it? That's not a slavering biter. Where are you? Slavering biter. There he is. Yes, let's look at him so we don't have the red dot on him. Slavering biter. This is the mid-tier swimmer zombie that we talked about. This is the one that causes bleed and some other unpleasantness. They're not very scary. Its jaws have elongated into a crocodile-like snout. Again, they evolve. They're swimmer zombies, so there's a theme to them, and they upgrade into that full like crocodile mouth guy. So, yeah, pretty straightforward. Not a super scary creature, to be honest. They can cause bleed. And I hope that that's true because it's been a while since I've meleeed one. Big boom from the boomer. We're gonna swing through here. Okay. And we can follow this a fair distance. Watch out, chickens. Oh, we hit a baby. Okay. What else? What else is going on? Feral predator. Also very scary. We actually missed him. Oh, and now we see something that's truly scary. So we talked about the Kevlar zombies upgrading. And if we take a look here, go ahead and give me my X menu. Here we have a Kevlar Hulk. This is the upgraded form of the Kevlar zombie. They have a whole crap ton of armor. They can take very many bullets before they die, and I would recommend really avoiding them as best you can. Frankly, this is a guy who could actually really damage our vehicle, so we would prefer to avoid hitting him. So basically he's a Hulk. There are a couple Hulks in the game. Hulks are pretty quick. If they melee you, will punt you across the ground. So they'll hit you a far distance. If you collide with something, you'll take increased damage. A lot of times it knocks you down, and that is bad. So we're gonna, I think, speed up really fast to try and get past him before he gets a chance to hit our vehicle. Because again, most zombies aren't going to really damage your vehicle. That Kevlar Hulk is absolutely going to wreck us. What are these buildings? We don't know. 2 big brick buildings next to each other. What are you? Maybe 2 fire halls that just spawn next to each other? Fire departments? I commented earlier in Discord about a fire hall, and someone didn't know what I meant. We're just going to plow forward and make our turn at the next street. And we'll slow down to make this turn because we don't know what vehicles we're going to be there. Zapper Zombie, you're just laughably outclassed at this point. My goodness, having the headphones on and listening to the repeated collisions is a bit awful. So be grateful that I turned that down in editing because this is very loud. A little tricky to navigate here. We should be able to get over in time. We are gassed, unfortunately, which blinded us temporarily. And we should be good just to get out of town now. Here's a pool. So, again, tons of monster density. Go ahead and hit the mirror. And get through here. Okay. And we've made it. There's also a Migo here. We haven't talked about Migo yet. I don't know what to talk about. Man, having the pool and the cemetery. Actually, cemetery aren't that big a deal. I don't think cemeteries spawn enemies. I think the mass graves spawn a lot of enemies. But the pool means that anytime we try to come into town, there's so much monster density right here. And a lot of them are going to be those upgraded swimmer zombies. So that could be a real pain in the butt. But we'll deal with that later. Anyway, let's talk about Migo briefly. So there are 2 or 3, well, actually there are multiple types of Migo in the game. 90% of the time you're going to see this guy. He is a standard Migo. If you don't know what Migo are, they're a Lovecraftian thing. They're just like fungal alien things. They're very fast is their main thing. I believe they are the fastest enemy in the game now that I'm thinking about it. They have something like double the movement speed of a standard zombie, so quite fast. Actually, it might not be that high. I have it written down somewhere, but I don't remember. But they're very, very fast. They cut up your clothing. That's a real big thing. If you encounter them in the early game, they will cut you up real bad. They're very, very dangerous. I would recommend if you see one, they have a great vision as well. So like if you see one in the daylight, they're probably going to come bother you. And they're probably going to spot you in return because they have very good vision. Or maybe, do they have very good vision? I'm actually, now that I'm talking about them, I realize I haven't looked at those numbers in a long time, so I might be misremembering. But regardless, Amigo is very scary in melee, so let's just talk about what I know about them. They're very scary in melee. They can really rip up or murder a very early game character. Our current state, obviously we would shoot them. If we had to melee them, we could kill this guy without dying based on our current armor, which is not amazing, but it's better than clothing. It would rip up our clothes quite a lot, and I just would not recommend fighting them unless you have to in the early game. If you're going to shoot them, they're not that scary. A lot of times you can kill them before they even get close to you, although they, again, they're very fast. So I'm seeing a lot of things I don't like. Number one, we see that Migo, which we really would like to kill because we don't want him roaming around and running into us. Number two, I'm seeing a roadblock, and this one appears to have the lethal turrets. Oh no, this is a non-lethal turret. They do have searchlights. Searchlights were recently added to more locations. Previously, there were searchlights. We saw them, I think, like a month ago when we saw a barricade before. But basically, this is a newer thing where they're a little bit more, I don't know. I guess they were just added to more things. It's cool. I like it. So there's a searchlight that will illuminate us even in the darkness, which will let the turrets fire at us. The turrets are hostile to enemies. I don't think soldier zombies... It is injured. I was going to say I think the turrets are on the same side as cop and soldier zombies. That might not be correct. But either way, it's a non-lethal turret, so it's not going to do much to dissuade these enemies. It's going to take a while for that to kill anything. I would really like to hit this Migo and possibly take it out before we didn't kill it. But we're going to drive away. Okay, well, we're going to slow down and hopefully have time to pivot and go south of it instead. You'll see the searchlight in action over here, illuminating the area. So if we, we're coming through here on foot at night and we walked and got spotlighted, the turret would be able to shoot us because most of the turrets have pretty great range. We're going to head south, basically because there was a waterway up there, a water body, and also a boulder that was blocking the way. So in order to get through, we would have had to plow into the boulder. This appears to just be a house. I thought this would be a farm. Oh, it is a farm, I think. So, what is this? An orchard? Oh, so probably tons of fruit trees back here. That's cool. We've seen them before, but I haven't seen this one. I think I saw one in town one time, which was a small single tile location. They have a nice vehicle there too. So let's just push past this. I didn't really want to settle in an existing building anyway. Kind of wanted to build one myself. I thought we could go check out what this is, but I don't really want to go that far, frankly. Well, the orchard probably has a water thing somewhere. I would really like to build something completely from scratch. Let's look at the back end of the orchard, see what it's got going on. Oh, it's just a bunch of trees. Yeah, I mean, you would expect that. Well, we could just build it nearby. Because there's a water thing over here. I would have liked to have had a pond or something next to my building. There's also a cave, which is interesting. But there's not a lot in caves that I care about. Let's just drive down the road a little ways and we'll set up camp in an empty field. I was going to build like a cabin, but I wanted a bunch of trees nearby and I wanted a water tile so we wouldn't have to go far to gather water. Is there water tiles here? There is. I mean, there's just not that much tree. I was hoping there'd be forest over here because I would like a lot of logs to build like a cabin. You don't know any spells to cast. Yeah, I hit the spell button. There's no spells in vanilla. What are you doing out here? There's just a corpse? Back it up. It's just a corpse out here. So there are random body drop locations in the game. I don't know why there's only one. Usually there's like 8 corpses. That's bizarre. Let's check it out. What's up? There's a single shell casing as well. Shotgun hull. Yeah, just a standard human. Doesn't look like it was an NPC. It's just a dead human. Okay. If it was an NPC, it would have said their name there. Lyle, I'm going to open that door so you can get in and out now. Okay, I want you to get out of my seat, please. I guess we could have just swapped locations. Because he's following us closely, he doesn't know what to do. He seems to be stepping out to go around the vehicle, but he's tethered to us, so he's just confused. So that's what I mean about the AI not being perfect. Obviously, I don't play with a lot of NPCs. There's a reason I don't play with NPCs, and it's not just like, oh, I like to be alone or whatever. We see another Migo and some zombie soldiers, huh? And a tank. Hello. This is the dispatch. We saw this previously. This is the one that deploys manhacks. There's a Migo and a tank. This does not feel like a safe location. I'm going to stop the car. Lyle Darden, stay here. You know what? You can come with me, but I want you to shoot. So, let's see how they do in combat. Rules for combat. You can use ranged weapons. What should he do? Okay. Exit. No, go away, Lyle Darden. Let's save. We'll pull out our gun. I don't anticipate any problems, given our distance from the enemies and the fact that we can shoot them from the darkness. But you never really know. We're going to shoot the dispatch because of the abilities it has to fire explosive devices. And I would really like to kill the Migo. It has disappeared from sight, which is alarming. but I didn't want to set up a base near the Migo. Let's kill these soldier zombies. Lyle Darden doesn't seem to be doing anything. I was going to say doesn't have the night vision we have, but they're all illuminated by the tires, or the headlights. Lyle, why aren't you firing? There you go. I don't love that you stepped in my line of sight to do so, but okay. And we're going to chill and see if the Migo comes. It may have been fleet. Oh, we had it pop up there for a second and then disappear. Migo is to our north. It may have been injured, so it ran away. Yeah, it's heavily injured. So what had happened there is the dispatch and the soldier zombies were attacking it. Again, they're very fast, so they're hard to chase. Oh, there's an amoeba over here as well. So we lost it in the darkness, unfortunately, because we winged it. From the north, you hear no. So that... Lyle Darden completed the assigned task. What are you talking about? Where's Lyle? He's vanished? Even though I told him to stay right next to me? That's cool. Grab the MREs off their corpses. Oh, 2 first aid kits. Hemostatic powder helps to stop bleeding. Grab these. It's a real thing. Like a clotting agent, I guess. Lyle, where are you? There he is. I don't know where he went. He might have been chasing the Migo, but that'd have been real dumb. The amoebic mold is just a big old... It's referenced as a cow, and they're not hostile, so I can just stand next to it. You're covered in thick goo. Did you goo me? Okay, I don't know what their deal is, but they're not really scary. Anyway, what has likely happened here is that there were a bunch of soldier zombie spawns. So it looks like they may have spawned out here just as corpses and then reanimated. Because the Migo mostly only spawn at pre-generated body drops. So like you'll find like a cluster of scientist corpses, and then there will be a Migo hanging out, implying that the Migo killed them. I'm going to unload this M4. Yeah. Because they weren't... No, they couldn't have been reanimated because they have their equipment on them. But why is there just a gun here if they didn't reanimate and drop their stuff? Why are there just guns here? I don't really know what happened here. We don't need to know what happened here. It's not a big deal. Take the clips and... Went back to the car. Anyway, yes, Migo. Migo very scary. When they are injured, they will run away, which is another thing that makes it difficult to engage them in melee, because they will often... Is this the gun tile? They will often run away before you can actually put them down. Ammo belt. Don't need this. Did it all fit on the tile? It did. I dropped my ammo by accident, so we'll pick up some of that. Give me my 100 rounds of ammo. Lyle, hop in the front seat here, would you? Okay. Man, I really don't know a good place to set up our new base. The orchard has water, but there's a barricade right here. I would really like to set up kind of like right here, because there's some forest over here we could use to get logs and things. And there's a pond right here for water. I hear a bee in my room. That's exciting. I don't know where you are, bee. So I would like to be next to something where I could easily get water. But you can make a well, I believe. Can't construct well in a vehicle, yeah. So it's mostly about supplies to build our own buildings. I really wanted to build my own cabin. It's something I meant to do in my last playthrough. And then we just couldn't do it because we died. I would really like to build everything from scratch. It would take a long time, of course, but Humvee is too heavy for its engines. That doesn't seem right. Sometimes that means your engine is damaged, but ours is not. Is it possible we lost some wheels? They're a little damaged, but they're there. I don't know why it's too heavy. Maybe just too much crap in it. We do have that V12 we never got around to putting on. Let's drive down here, see what's at the end of the road. Obviously, okay, this is much more what we're looking for with forest on either side. But it's no... I mean, and there's going to be water tiles in the forest. And we're getting into town, I guess, because we're getting sidewalk. Why is there sidewalk out here? There must be a gas station or something. Let's just drive by. Looks like a garage. No, it's a gas station. And a huge wreckage, of course. Well, let's back up and get these guys in our headlights. Yeah, you're not gonna stop me. And we'll pop out and we'll fight them. And stop driving. Let the vehicle come to a halt. Pop out. Start clipping people. I don't know if this is gonna hit our vehicle. It did not. Not sure why it auto aimed at the corpse there, but okay. Kill these guys. Hold on, I want to pulp that bruised corpse of a zombie. Yeah, you go ahead, Lyle. I'm going to go clear up some of the remaining enemies that are obviously more concerning than pulping corpses. Here we have a firefighter zombie. I don't know if we ever saw one of those. They're just slightly more armored. Standard zombies, and they drop firefighter gear. It will be filthy, of course, but they can drop a variety of firefighter tools. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. Firefighter gear is very good. Why did my vision just... What is happening? Zoom out. I'm absolutely baffled by why this is happening. What I think is happening is that when we stand in the light, maybe it has something to do with our night vision. Let's toggle our... What is mutation? Capital? No. It's the left square bracket. Let's toggle our night vision. Nope, still lighting us up. So probably just another bug. I thought maybe our night vision actually worked by amplifying light that we can see. Obviously, when we step into the headlights, we're seeing everything. But when we step out of the headlights, we're not. Which is not how light works. Oh, you know what I bet is happening? I bet the vehicle is at the very edge of the reality bubble. And so what happens when we step over, this exists in our bubble, so it's producing light. But when we step to the left, it's actually now out of range, so the headlights are not being checked if they're even on. So all that light suddenly vanishes because as far as the game is concerned, those headlights no longer exist until we step back into that light. So that's interesting. I've never seen that happen before. Why don't we go back and pull this up a little bit? That's definitely would be my understanding of what is happening. Lyle, you're an annoying man, Lyle. So let's pull this up because we would like to have a little light at the station here. We might as well fill our tank while we're here as well. Not that we really need to, but we'll pull up here. Probably don't park on the corpse. Oh, it pulped them. Okay. So it's fine. And we'll go ahead and stop here. How's our batteries doing? We've been, yeah, I was going to say we had them on for a long time, but should be fine. Pulp the corpse. How are we doing bullet-wise? We're fine. So let's just clear out any remnants here. Anybody else in the area? Just the engine laying around. V6. What is this? An RV. So an RV does have a mini fridge in it. We can't see it because we're light blind. Lyle, if you would kindly. There's a fridge in here. So we could pull that out if we wanted to. I prefer the mini freezers. I don't know what this back tile is because Lyle keeps opening the damn door. Lyle. Oh my god, Lyle, I'm going to punch you in the mouth. Stay here. This is why, I hate NPCs so much. Hold this position. No, don't. I don't care. Look, it's an RV. It has a couple things of value on it. Number one, the mini fridge. Number two, there should be a kitchen unit in there somewhere. So if you can't find a kitchen unit, that's where you can go. And then on top of that, it has a storage battery and solar panels. So if we look around, should be at least one solar panel on it. Should be at least one. Should be at least one solar panel. There's no way to search this menu. It's something I've complained about a lot over the years. You can't search. You have to go through tile by tile. Really not a single... I could swear they had solar panels on them. Well, regardless, it has a storage battery, which we've talked about previously as being the best batteries to put in your vehicle. So we probably should take that. Obviously, gas pumps we can use for harvesting gas. I don't know if we ever talked about it. You use a cash card with these pumps, so you need a cash card. Obviously, at this point in the game, we have so much money that we're never going to use, so we might as well use it on a gas pump. Same with vending machines. Buying out of vending machines uses cash cards, although someone has smashed these, so they're not salvageable. There's nothing in them anymore. Pop open the garage here, see what we got. Well, it came with a crane, which is great. So if you had not had the ability, we already made a telescopic cantilever. Ooh, welding and metallurgy. It looks like we already have this book. But I'm going to take it anyway because I'm a hoarder. Also a bottle jack, which is, if we remember, the best jack because it has the highest jacking quality. We already made one of those as well. But yeah, garages are a great place to find those sort of things if you have not been able to make them yourself. Obviously tools as well. And the crane is just gravy. I prefer ours, which we... Oh, this is foldable. I was going to say ours is foldable. This one is not, but it is. Cool. I mean, that's cool. I mean, we should take this storage battery. I really don't want to. I actually really should call the episode, to be honest. Just rode the exercise bike for quite a bit. And my legs are wobbly. And probably do with a shower, frankly. How do you feel about showers, Internet? Are you pro shower? I personally like to not shower for 6 or 8 months at a time. And just sort of let the filth and dead skin build up on my body like a layer of latex. And then just peel it all off like a glove, like once a year. And it's just, oh, so satisfying. Anyway, yeah, I should probably just call the episode. We're going to rip, I think, the storage battery out of here. Fill our tanks. I don't want the mini fridge. I really... I guess we could build up here. We're still looking for a suitable location. I know a lot of you are just like, get it over with, just start the camp. But like, I don't know. It's like a role play thing, right? We're building a camp. I want it to be in a safe location that has access to raw material. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. I will be back with more tutorial stuff in the near future. Hey, we breached 100 episodes, the longest thing on my channel. So if you've been here for 100 episodes, and I know some of you have been, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you probably have already taken the time to like this video, didn't you? Yeah, do that. Also for your subscriptions and your time, of course. So thanks for giving me 50 hours of your life. I bet you didn't realize how much time you wasted with me. All right, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.